Welcome, dear ones. Today's transmission is going to answer one of your very common but very important questions, which you might have, a lot of you have right now. And we want to address that because if we are talking about a fifth dimension and heaven on earth, and you are still contemplating a question or a problem, an issue in the third dimension, you won't hear us. You won't be able to relate to what we're talking. It might actually trigger some of you, and you might say stuff like, that doesn't resonate. It just makes me feel even more upset because what's happening is you feel the gap where you currently are, where you currently operate from the third dimension, and where we are calling you so powerfully to the fifth dimension, and you feel the gap between, and you don't know how to overcome that, and you are spinning into desperation, into frustration, a lot of disappointment that what you want is not realizing for you. So today, we truly want to bridge that gap for you, not by dragging you into the fifth dimension, but by addressing where you are right now and very gently, very lovingly guiding you through that bridge that is already there. But we're not gonna do the jump right away. We're not gonna catapult you into fifth dimension. We're gonna start where you are. And the question, the issue for many of you sounds like, but I'm really, really deep in a doo-doo. You consider yourself to be even in a worse place than you ever were. You might consider your situation, your financial situation, very dire, and you might feel like no matter what you're doing, the situation is not moving, slightly improving here and there. You see some waves, but in general, you haven't seen a real progress for years. Or in many cases, you might consider yourself even in a worse position than you were before. And we want really for you to put those contemplation at peace, because where you are right now, it might really truly seem like it's just getting worse. And it's not only you, your life, your finances, but you might look around in the world and you might see the atrocities happening, overall situations just worsening for like everyone on a global scale. And you're asking yourself, where's this all going? Where is this all heading and what's the purpose of it? And we want you to really understand a few things. First of them being, it might look like it's getting worse. It might feel like it's actually worse. And yet, it is not. What is actually getting worse is just your perception. What is getting tougher is your opinions on what is actually happening. But the situation is not worse or better. It just is. We want to invite you to start looking at your situation at the same way you would look at a rainy day. You're looking outside of the window and you're not saying, oh, it's a worse day than yesterday because it was sunny. Well, some of you might say that, but we invite you to start considering it's just another day and it's raining. And yesterday it was sunny. And it is a day like any before. And it is a day like so many that will come after this one. And yet it's not worse and it's not better. Once you understand that it's your opinion, which is creating your emotions around how you feel and how you consider yourself doing in terms of progress, success, doing well, doing not so well. It's just the matter how you think and how you label that day. And the same is happening with your situation. So the first step is really invitation for you to stop judging your situation so harshly. And yes, you might not have enough money in your bank account. And yes, you might not have great prospects right now for earning more money or for your debts to be paid off very fast or for some improvements of whatever kind coming into your realization very, very fast. But the invitation is stop judging harshly your situation in which you are occurring right now because it's just words and they are powerful. But if you can stop judging yourself harshly and instead using a different language, a softer language that would show more love towards yourself, more love towards the situation, because you can truly, and with absolute certainty, we know that you can look at the situation that you are in right now, and you can stop judging yourself harshly and using harsh words to describe it, even in your own mind, and start using words like, all is actually well. This is just a phase. This shall pass too. This is temporary. It's a learning lesson. And it's still happening for me, and it's happening through me. And I might not like it. I might not love what is happening, but I am the sole creator of it. And because I'm co-creating that with my higher self, it must have a reason for it to be here because there are no coincidences, there are no accidents, and everything is serving my life. I might not understand how this particular situation is for my best, but willing. I'm willing to be curious, to look into it. And I'm willing to allow to be present because there is some gold hidden in it. And my job is not even to look for that gold. It might reveal itself. I might understand that sooner or later. Doesn't matter. But for me right now, it is at utmost importance to make peace with what is by trusting. And this is truly the missing piece for so many of you. Trusting without seeing, trusting without understanding, trusting without really knowing what good and what benefit it is hiding for me in my life. Trusting that it is happening for my highest good and it is happening for the best outcome for everyone involved. And that is enough for you to know. And that is enough for you to really be aware of. Because then you won't make any harsh judgments about the situation that you are in that will actually perpetuate where you are right now. Just soften, little one. Just soften, dear one, in your harshness, in your heart, judging the universe for not delivering what you want, or judging yourself for doing mistakes, or not creating as good as you would like to. Because this is you. This is your creation. This is your life. And it is magnificent. And from our perspective, from really the higher perspective, there is nothing and has never been anything wrong with that. Please do understand that only in your misguided perception. You are judging it too harsh, but no one else is. No one else is. And so that's why we are inviting you to join us in our perspective of you and of your life, where we marvel at where you are right now. We delight at how you're progressing. And we are absolutely thrilled for you, what's in front of you. And if you would just let go for a little bit, if you would just see that with our eyes instead of your human eyes only, if you would allow that higher perspective to bring peace to your body and a release to your body cells, you would start elevating your vibration to where we are, and from where your life, no matter where you are right now, is absolutely magnificent. And there is nothing, but absolutely nothing right now in your life that needs to change for your life to be magnificent. It's your perception that we want to bring to those magnificent outlooks that you could have right now, right here, without changing a thing. Soften, let go, look from where we are, marvel in your perfection and in the perfection of your life. Don't try to fight it with your logic. Don't try to fight it with your arguments from your past and your somehow a what you call rationale. For us, that's not rational at all. It's actually harmful. What many of you call the rationale is painful way, because there is a way of love. There is a way of your heart that speaks volumes when you silence that logical mind of yours. Let your heart speak. Let your heart lead the way to your happiness. There is no other way, and you know it, and you are discovering it for yourself, even right now. Just let that in. You don't have to control everything, little one. You don't have to have everything under your control and order and exactly to how it should be according your logic. That's the thing that has been in your way for so long. Your capacity to trust is growing. Your capacity to trust is enormous. And the more you allow yourself, the more you're going to teach yourself that relying and trusting and leaning in is actually the easiest way you can do anything in your life. It's the most productive way of going about your day, about all your issues. And then it is the most satisfactory way of living. And it is simple. Just let go of control. Take on the control of your life by releasing the mind control. Because the thing that is tripping so many of you is thinking by losing control, you're losing a grip on your life without understanding that by losing that mind control, you're actually gaining 100% of control. In comparison, your human mind control is pitiful. It's like 2%, and you're giving it your all, you're giving your all life. Everything is at stake with your 2% control when you're trying to hackle and bring it to the ground and form it to your will. And it's pitiful. 2% of what you could actually achieve if you just surrendered and let go of that illusionary control, because there is no control in force with forcing. And there is 100% of control of your life when you surrender to life, when you understand that you are the sole creator and that love is the leading force of all. Not forcing, not trying too hard, not wanting to mold it into your desires. But by love, you shall be victorious. That's all for today.